Hello, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. We are all welcome to our Arabic grammar lessons in which we are using the book An-Nahw al-Wadih. Today we are on the topic Jawazim al-Fi'l al-Mudari', those particles or articles or those small words that cause the present tense verb to end in the jussive case, that is to become majzoom, to end with sukun basically. We've talked about nawasib al-fi'l al-mudari'. We've spoken about them at length. And then today we are picking from jawazim al-fi'l al-mudari'. Then we see how far that also takes us. But then we are looking at jawazim, as I've said, is the plural of jazim. Just like nawasib is the plural of nasib. And jawazim, when we say a jazim, is those articles, ay huruf, that cause the present tense verb to end with sukun or to end in the jussive case. We are looking at al-adawat allati tajzimu fi'lan wahidan. Al-adawat, the plural of adatun, are those particles or those tools that cause one present tense verb to be majzoom. Ay tajzimu fi'lan wahidan. It causes one present tense verb to be majzoom. That is, it affects only one verb. What is this telling us? This tells us that there are other adawat or other articles, other huruf that affect more than one present tense verb. Okay. Now let's get to our amsila. He says, Kabur al-gulamu. Gulam, as I said, is a young boy, plural of which is gilman. He says, Kabur al-gulamu. The young boy has grown, or the boy has grown. Walamma yatahazzab. But he's yet to acquire manners. Walamma yatahazzab. He is yet to acquire manners. Sorry. Okay. So when we say tahazzaba, to gain manners, as we say waladun muhazzab, a well-mannered boy. So we say tahazzaba al-gulamu, that is, the boy has gained manners, has gained some discipline and stuff like that. But then when we say lamma, bimana yet to, it's not the lamma which means when. If you follow the Al-Qira'atul Rashida lessons, the Arabic proficiency lessons we are doing, you will see that we've seen lamma, which means when. I lamma balagtu sabi'ata min umri, when I got to 7 years of age. But this lamma means when. When the lamma comes like this and the present tense verb takes sukun, it means yet to. Like you are in the class and the teacher says, Ayna Ridwan? Then you say, Lamma ya'ti. Lamma ya'ti. Or Lamma yahdur. He's yet to come. So yet to. Okay. Or not yet. Kabur al-gulam wa lamma yatahazzabu. The boy has grown, but he is yet to be disciplined or yet to gain manners. ذهب الرسول ولما يعد. So take note of the sukun here. The sukun, and then the article we have here, lamma, lamma. ذهب الرسول, the messenger is gone. وَلَمَّا يَعُدْ, and he's yet to return, or he has not returned yet. Okay. And then we have بَنَى الْأَمِيرُ قَصْرًا. Qasr is castle, a castle. The emir, that is the king, built a palace or a castle. وَلَمَّا يَسْكُنْهُ, but he is yet to stay in it. The king has built a castle, but he is yet to stay in it. طَابَ الزَّرْعُ. Now the sukun is there. طَابَ الزَّرْعُ. Az-zar'u is crops. طَابَ. When we say طَابَ, it has become good. طَابَ الزَّرْعُ, the crops have become good. That is, they've grown all right. They are ripe. وَلَمَّا يُحْصَدُ, and they are yet, or it is yet to be harvested. يُحْصَدُ, to be harvested, from hasada. You know of the, I think I've even mentioned it here before, مَنْ زَرْعَ hasada, whoever sows reaps. Okay, it says مَنْ جَدَّ وَجَدَ وَمَنْ زَرَعَ hasada, whoever strives gets, whoever searches for gets, and whoever plants or whoever sows reaps. Okay, it says طَابَ الزَّرْعُ وَلَمَّا يُحْصَدُ, the crops are good but they are yet to be harvested. So you see your lamma here, and then the sukun it causes here. It says litajtanib. The thing is litajtanib with sukun here. The fatha is wrong. litajtanib kathirat al-mizah. Kathrat al-mizah, sorry. litajtanib kathrat al-mizah. This lam here is a command. The lam here, all of them is for command. So he says, litajtanib, stay away from what? Kathrat al-mizahi, a lot of fun making, a lot of jokes. Al-mizah is joke. The verb is mazaha, amzahu. You say, ana amzahu ma'ak. Ana amzahu ma'ak fakat. I'm just kidding with you, I'm just joking. But he says, stay away from a lot of jokes or a lot of fun making. As they say, kasratul mizah turisul hiqd, or they say al mizah yurisul hiqd. A lot of fun making sometimes creates enmity. You think you are joking, before you realize the next moment it has turned into something else. And he says liyaftah, can see the sukun there. Liyaftah aliyun an-nafidhata, let Ali, that li, the li there is a command. Let Ali open the window. An-nafidhata, the window. Liyutkin, can see the sukun there. Liyutkin kullu insanin amalahu. Yutkin is from atqana. Inna Allah yuhibbu ahadukum iza amila amalan an yutkina. God Almighty loves that if one of you should do a particular work, let him perfect it. Inna Allah yuhibbu idha amila ahadukum amalan falyutkina. Okay, it says liyutkin kullu insanin amala. Let every person perfect his work. Liyuwakkir sagirukum kabirakum. Waqqara is to respect, give honor to. We say muwaqqar. Muwaqqar ay bimana respected, something that is of high esteem. Says liyuwakkir sagirukum, let the small amongst you or the young ones amongst you give respect to kabirakum, your older ones. Let the young ones respect the older ones. Okay, let's get into our explanation here too. You can see the sukun there. Now I've said that the lamma here means yet to or not yet, and the li here is for command, bimana let. Okay, Al-Bas says تقدم لنا في الجزء الأول أن لم ولا. In the, he says that in the first part, I think the first book also, book 1, he says that we had already learned of lam and la and nahiya. Lam and na and nahiya, they were also causing jazm. And he says تقدم لنا في الجزء الأول, in the first book. You know what we are doing now? We are in the second book, الجزء الثاني. No, the An-Nahr al-Wadi is in 3 books put together here for us, and we are in the book 2, saying that in the book 1 we saw lam and la and nahiya, la of prohibition. تجزمان فعلا مضارعا واحدا. Realize that they cause one present tense verb to be majzoom. وهنا نأتي على بقية الأدوات, and here we come to the remaining of the articles or huruf. التي تعمل هذا العمل, that does this work, that does this same work. فنقول, and so we say. So when we did the lam and la and nahiya, that wasn't all. We left some for book 2. So it says, now we are going to take the rest of the huruf of jazm. Okay. It says, إِذَا بَحَثْنَا فِي الْأَمْثِلَةِ الْأَرْبَعَةِ الْأُولَى. If you should search in the first 4 examples, that is just these 4 examples, not far, just this first 4 that we have here, this first 4, 1 to 4. So if you have the book, you can refer as I explain. إذا بحثنا في الأمثلة الأربعة الأولى. If you should search in the first 4 examples, وجدنا أن المثال الأول يدل على أن الغلام لم يتحذب في الزمن الماضي وأنه بقي كذلك إلى زمن التكلم. He says that when we should look at the first 4 examples, وجدنا أن المثال الأول, we see that the first example كبر الغلام ولما يتهذب, we see the first example يدل على, refers to أن الغلام, that the boy لم يتهذب في الزمن الماضي, that is, he hasn't gained the manners in the past. So far as I'm saying he is yet to gain manners, that is, he hasn't gained the manners in the past before. وأنه بقي كذلك إلى زمن التكلم, and that he remained like that without manners or without discipline till the time of speaking. بقي كذلك إلى زمن التكلم, he remained like that till the time that the person said لما يتهذب, he is yet to. So even in English, when I say he is yet to learn mathematics, bimana he hasn't learned mathematics before, and he still hasn't learned mathematics until the time I spoke. So that's why I'm saying not yet or yet to. So لما, that is what it means. It says وأن المثال الثاني يدل على أن الرسول لم يعد في الزمن الماضي. He says that the second example also points us to the fact that the messenger has not returned even in the past. The moment I say لما يعد, بمعنى لم يعد بعد, he hasn't returned in the past tense. وأنه استمر كذلك إلى زمن التكلم, and he is still not here till the time I'm speaking. So I say لما يعد, he is yet to return. وهذا يقال في المثالين الأخيرين, and this same thing can be said about the last 2 examples. Okay, how? We say that بنى الأمير قصرا ولما يسكنه. That is the time that I'm saying لما يسكنه, that he hasn't stayed in the castle before, and up to the time I spoke, he is not still in the castle. طاب الزرع ولما يحصد, it means that the crops are okay, but they haven't been harvested, and they are still on the farmland till the time that I spoke. Okay. So he's saying that فهذه الأمثلة الأربعة إذن. So this, for example, تفيد نفي الأفعال المضارعة الأفعال المضارعة الأربعة. They give us the meaning of negating the present tense verbs, the 4 present tense verbs التي اشتملت عليها, that involved the lamma. That is, that these constructions with lamma gives the meaning of negating the present tense verb in which comes into contact with the lamma. وتفيد أن هذا النفي مستمر إلى زمن التكلم, and it points us to the fact that this negation مستمر is continuous till the time of speaking. So the time I spoke, the crops hasn't been harvested yet. If they have been harvested and I say لما يحصد, is wrong. Okay. وإذا نظرنا إلى أواخر هذه وإذا نظرنا إلى أواخر هذه الأفعال المضارعة وإذا نظرنا إلى أواخر هذه الأفعال المضارعة الأربعة وجدناها مجزومة. If you look at the case endings of the 4 present tense verb, we realize that they are all what? Majzuma. They end in sukun. Okay. فأي لفظ في الأمثلة المذكورة أفاد هذا النفي وسبب هذا الجزم. Said فأي لفظ, which word, لفظ بمعنى كلمة, فأي لفظ في الأمثلة المذكورة, which word in the examples mentioned أفاد هذا النفي, gave the meaning of this negation, وسبب هذا الجزم, and caused this negation, and caused this jazm, caused it to end in scorn. ذلك اللفظ, that word, هو لما, that word is لما. وعلى هذا, and based on this, فلما تشبه لم في المعنى والعمل. Based on this, لما تشبه لم, it resembles lam, because lam means did not. It says لما looks like lam في المعنى والعمل, in meaning and function. Function بمعنى they all cause the present tense verb that comes after them to be majzum, to end in scorn. And معنى بمعنى they all negate in the past. غير أن النفي بما يستمر إلى زمن التكلم. Okay. غير أن النفي بها أي غير أن النفي بلما, except that negating with لما يستمر إلى زمن التكلم, continues till the time of speaking. Now if I say طاب الزرع ولم يحصد, ولم يحصد, not لما, what does it mean? It means that it can mean somewhere in the past the crops were okay and they were not harvested, and perhaps they've been destroyed. It's a past case, it's done. But the moment I say طاب الزرع ولما يحصد, I open away, they are yet to. So it means that still they have not been harvested till the time that I'm speaking. But if I say طاب الزرع ولم يحصد, it means that the crops were fine and they were not harvested. It's a past case, nothing about yet to be done. That is the difference between lamma and lam. Okay, let's look at the next batch. It says وإذا نظرنا إلى الأمثلة الأربعة الأخيرة, if you look at the last 4 examples, وجدنا المتكلم في المثال الأول يأمر المخاطب. متكلم is the first person, المخاطب is the second person. Says we find that the first person is commanding, in the first example, is commanding the second person باجتناب المزاح الكثير. He's commanding him to stay away from a lot of joke or a lot of fun making. ووجدناه في المثال الثاني, and we find it in the second example. أي وجدنا المتكلم في المثال الثاني, we find the second person in the second example. Okay, هو هنا بمعنى المتكلم. So ووجدناه أي ووجدنا المتكلم في المثال الثاني يأمر عليا بفتح النافذة, and we find the first person or the speaker in the second example commanding Ali to open the window. وكذلك نجده في المثالين الأخيرين آمرا بالإتقان والتوقير. We find the first person in the last 2 examples commanding to perfection, commanding people to perfect their work, and also commanding التوقير, respect, commanding people to show respect. فالأفعال المضارعة في الأمثلة الأربعة الأخيرة. So the present tense verbs in the last 4 examples قد صدرت مفيدة للأمر. They all came to give the meaning of command. Mine print here has a bit of a problem. I don't know the word you have there, but I can say قد صدرت مفيدة للأمر. They come to give the meaning of command. وإذا تأملنا أواخرها, if we should look at the endings of these verbs, وجدناها جميعا, we find all of them majzuma, ending with sukun. فَمَا الَّذِي my print here has a problem again. I don't know if it's فَمَا الَّذِي أَكْسَبَهَا مَعْنَى الْأَمْرِ. Perhaps that is it. What has given it the meaning of amr, the command? What caused us to give it the meaning of command? وَمَا الَّذِي جَزَمَ أَوَاخِرَهَا. Then what caused their endings to end in sukun? What caused their ending to be in sukun? إِذَا بَحَثْنَا لَمْ نَجِدْ. If you should search, لَمْ نَجِدْ لِذَلِكَ سَبَبًا, we won't find any reason for that. سِوَى اللَّامِ, except the lam, التي دخلت عليها, that entered into it. So you see, ليفتح علي النافذة, ليتقن كل إنسان عمله. The lam is what we call a lam, the lam that has entered into the present tense verb. It is the lam that has joined the present tense verb, and it is the one that is giving the meaning of command, and it is the one that is causing the present tense verb to end in sukun. Okay. وَمِنْ أَجْلِ ذَلِكَ, and due to that, سُمِّيَتْ هَذِهِ اللَّامِ, this lam was named lam al-amr, the lam of command. Okay. The name is lam al-amr. Okay. We come to our qaida. He says, من الأدوات التي تجزم فعلا مضارعا واحدا, among the articles or the tools or the huruf that causes one present tense verb to become majzoom, to end in sukun, is what? Lamma and lam al-amr. We've already learned about lam and la an-nahiya. It says, وَالْأُولَى تُفِيدُ النَّفْيَ كَلَمْ. The first one, which is lamma, it gives us the meaning of negation, like lam, kalam, like lam that we know before. غير أن النفي بها يستمر إلى زمن التكلم, except that when you negate with lamma, the negation continues till the time that you've spoken. It's not cut yet. It continues till the time you speak. والثانية, and the second, which is lam al-amr, تجعل المضارع مفيدا للأمر. It causes the mudari, the present tense verb, to give the meaning of command. So that is the two articles we are adding to the four. So we already have lam, la and nahiya, and then we've taken lamma and lam al-amr. When they precede a present tense verb, the present tense verb ends in sukun. So the four are lam, lamma, lam al-amr, la and nahiya. You save the four. Okay. Inshallah, this brings us to the end of this lesson. May Allah grant us beneficial knowledge. When you benefit from it, do all to share. Perhaps somebody somewhere just needs something of the sort. Whatever that is unclear to, do well to ask questions. Let us clarify for you. Don't be there with your confusion with you, since you have the space to ask the questions. Don't let confusion or lack of certainty distort your knowledge. Do all to ask questions, and we will do our best to answer them for you, inshallah. Allahumma alimna ma yanfa'una wa anfa'na bima 'allamtana wa zidna ilman. Till we meet again, have a very good Arabic time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.